Everything that we learned through Hannah's healthcare is used to help researchers and veterinarians to gain a better understanding of these mysterious dolphins. In fact, every day that we spend with Spinnaker, Helen, and Hannah reveals more information about their species as well as their individual personalities, which, believe it or not, are just as different as you and I. But most of all, Spinnaker, Helen, and Hannah remind us every day that nets can pose a serious threat to dolphins all over the world.
Thanks, Charlotte. Together with researchers, we're trying to better understand the threats that Pacific white-sided dolphins face and discover new ways to protect them. But in order to do that, we must first review what we already know about this species. Well, we know that they live in groups. They've been spotted in groups of 2 or 3, like we see here today, and as many as over 2,000 dolphins. We also know that they travel together, sometimes at incredible speeds. So for those of you in our underwater viewing gallery, you've had the chance to see how fast these dolphins can move their bodies through the water. And watch out on top throughout the program, we might get glimpses of that. And here we go. This species has been clocked at speeds of over 35 kilometers per hour. Now they can use that speed when they're evading predators, and it can also be very handy when they are hunting for their prey. But speaking of prey, shout out for me, what do dolphins eat? Anyone, what do dolphins eat?
Fish.
Fish, yes, of course. But I'd like you to imagine for a moment what it must be like to be a Pacific white-sided dolphin hunting for food in the North Pacific Ocean. Our waters are teeming with a large diversity of life, and there are hundreds of species of fish out there. And we know that dolphins like this devote a huge amount of energy to swimming after and capturing that fish. But exactly how much energy? Well, that's what we're trying to figure out through one of the research studies that Spinnaker, Hannah, and Helen have been helping us with for over a year. Because we want to know, well, how much energy does it take to be a dolphin? Because usually, when we imagine dolphins, we picture something along the lines of this. Now, to figure out how they do that, we need to calculate something called their metabolic rate. So basically, that's how long it takes a dolphin's body to take the calories from the food that they eat and convert that to energy. So to get a better understanding of this, we're actually training our dolphins to do something a little bit strange. Stay still. So we ask our dolphins to station at the edge of the dock like Spinnaker is right now, and we've designed a dome that floats on the surface of the water. Now while in that dome, we're able to measure their oxygen usage, which can tell us how much energy they're using. Because eventually, we hope to be able to tell how much energy it takes them to do something high energy, like say this. Because that will give us a clearer picture of exactly how much energy dolphins like this need to eat on a daily basis in order to survive out in the ocean. So we're incredibly lucky to work so closely with Spinnaker, Hannah, and Helen because they give us the opportunity to do research that just wouldn't be possible with dolphins out in the ocean. So it's no secret by now that Pacific white-sided dolphins are incredibly energetic, playful, and of course acrobatic animals. And we can see this both above and below the water from all of those amazing aerial displays. And it actually baffles some scientists at the sheer amount of energy that these dolphins will spend on play. They are also highly social animals and can often be seen leaping around other dolphins, even animals like seals and sea lions. They were most recently spotted on the central coast of British Columbia near Burke Channel, showcasing their amazingly acrobatic and playful nature. Now this has led researchers to believe that play is very important to them. However, it is also very costly. Because we know that all of this energy comes from the food that they eat, the more that they leap, the more they must eat. But dolphins are not the only thing looking for some food out there in the ocean. We do too.